Today, this English conversations is about Java streams. I'm thinking it's an important subject for Java development, and it's opportunities to learn more about these important uh, libraries for Java language. Okay. The first questions is are you working with Java streams? Anyone? Tiago, Ricardo, José?
Yes, I am. Um, every time that I am handling some collections to apply filter or mapping or stuff like this, I use streams to make easier to do logic around the collections.
What about you, José?
For me, it's the same that Thiago said. I used every day create when I'm doing my tasks, my daily tasks or something. As Thiago mentioned about transform some collections in another collection or uh, sort some list or I don't know. Is a uh, fast way to handle with this collection or something.
What about you, Ricardo?
Currently not, because I'm currently unemployed.
Okay, let's continue with this content. Okay, and about introductions to Java 8 streams. Okay, it's a content is of a Baldong. Okay, uh, do you know this website in Java or other technologies?
I heard about this website, but I never I don't know see or I don't know go
Hey
into.
guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, I
Yes,
hear
I
you.
can. Go ahead.
But I think the
Okay.
not listening to we can hear you,
Can you
Thiago.
hear me, Thiago?
Oh, it's a large content. This
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can.
Okay, I I had some issues in my connection, I would say.
I
Okay.
use I to complement I use this I don't know streams or this functional language using Kotlin too is a good language to use this type of functional language.
Okay. And anyone can read this introduction, please?
Mm,
In this
okay, can I
chapter,
start? Oh, okay, go ahead,
you
man.
can, you can. If you want, you can read it.
Okay, so in this chapter, we'll take a quick look at one of the major piece of new functionality that Java 8 has added, streams. We will explore what streams are about and showcase the creation and basic string operation with simple examples.
Okay. The next persons can read, please.
One of the major new features of Java 8 is the introduction of strings functionality. Java uses strings, which contains classes for processing sequences of elements. The central API class is the string uh, less than t greater than t. The following section will demonstrate how strings can be created using the existing data provider sources.
Okay. And about streams creations. Continue, please.
Strings can be created from different element sources, like collections or arrays. With the help of strings and of methods, there is some code showcasing this functionality. Strings, string array, new string, it's declaring and instantiating an array. String, strings, array, dot string array, strings, array, oh, sorry, strings of A, B, C. Strings default method is added to the collection interfaces and allows us to create strings T using any collections as an element source. And there is some code showcasing it.
Okay. The next topic is multi-threading with streams. Can you read, please? Let me see, José.
Yeah, for sure. Only remember what you said about the what the type belt biodunk. I already uh search make a search today about Spring Web Flux, but I didn't notice about the name of the site. But Spring API also simplifies multi-threading by providing the parallel string method that runs operations over the string's elements in parallel mode. The code below allow us to run the do work method in parallel for every element of the string. Oh, that's good. In the following, there's some code, and in the following section, we will introduce some of the basic string API operations.
Okay. Can you read about stream operations, Tiago, please?
Okay, string operations. There are many useful operations that can be performed on the string. They are divided into intermediate operation, return string t, and terminal operation, return a result of the defined type. Intermediate operation allows chain. It's also worth nothing that operation on string don't change the source. Here is a quick example. So long count equals list.string distinct.count.
Mhm.
So the distinct method represents the intermediate operation, which creates a new string of unique elements of the previous string. And the count method is the terminal operation, which returns the string size.
Okay. Do you think it's difficult to develop with streams operations in Java language?
No, man. I would say that with this feature, improve a lot the the way that you apply your strategy when you try to manipulate a collection in a Java programming language. Before Java 8, you you need to, let's say, use a lot of line of code to do some logic, but with strings, um, improve this
Okay.
this what I lost the word. uh, Improve this way to create the code. I think that you got my idea.
Yes, I agree with you. And the other questions I think it's important is to speak about this important subject. For example, let me see. What's the most difficulty to learn about the Java streams?
What the most difficult to learn? I would say that there are a lot of methods to manipulate streams, and I just know some ones. And for example, when I have a map, when I have a list, and from this list I want to create a map. For example, I need to go to the ChatGPT, for example, to to copy the code because I never remember how to do this.
Okay, I think it's difficult to remember many methods of Java streams, but compared to uh, another language like Python or PHP or other language, in your opinion, Jose, it's more easy to learn streams with other language, or do you prefer with Java language?
Oh, for being honest, uh, I never use the streams in another language, but using functional language, for me, Kotlin is better than Java, but Java is the right way creating new features using streams. But for me, the problem is the same that both of you is to remember everything about creating something or sort a list why using the collectors, and sometimes I forget that I used to, I don't know, that I have to use collector or collectors to use the method to list, or I use
Yeah,
to list, or is to list only without collectors, and I stand the and I use ChatGPT too to remember me what to use, but in another situation I have the same problem and I don't remember about how to use that. But that's it.
Yes, yes, of course. I don't know how to develop with streams APIs in other language. For example, in Kotlin, uh, I all the languages like Python, for example, but I think in Java I have more key knowledges with Java language. Uh,
Yeah, when you asked about streams, I think Kotlin don't use this API, stream API. This is inside the language, the functional language in Kotlin, so it's behind the scenes. We don't need to use the stream API. For example, if I have a list and I want to change the I don't know, list to a list of strings in a list of integer. So I don't need to create a stream. I only have to type point map and do the same thing without stream. So Kotlin do that behind the scenes.
Okay. What do you think about
And
this, Thiago?
about what Guilherme said.
Uh, about the uh, uh, when uh, when you use the streams with other language, I'm thinking um, that there is streams in another languages, for example, Python or the language. It's
Honestly, man, I don't know, man. I
uh,
just program in Java.
only
Uh,
only Java.
uh,
Do you have you
my
had
entire career, I
developer?
have a when I started my professional career, I programming using Java language. But
Only Java.
yeah, but
Okay.
now I'm joining a new project and they use Kotlin.
Kotlin.
And yeah, man, and I don't have too much knowledge in Kotlin, so I use the always in most of time the ChatGPT to translate these scenes to me. But of course, it's possible to understand because I have knowledge in Java, and Kotlin is very closely Java, right? But if you ask me about PHP or Python or something like that, I don't know, man. I just study Java.
Okay. Okay.
Just on another point, could your school app and the part of the parallel stream that you show minutes ago,
Okay.
one point about this, um, I'm not 100%, but I pretty sure about this. The when I do list dot parallel string, need to know about how and what the machine will run the code, what the CPU will run this code. Because if this CPU is just one core, this code will do nothing. Uh, the parallel string need to use more than one core in the CPU to make sense. Just this point that I want to say.
One
Okay.
question about that. But Java 21 is using multi-threading, no? Or is the same problem using one CPU or one core? Inside this core, we can do a lot of threads, no?
Yeah, yeah. It's possible in a machine you have just one core and work with threads. But
Okay.
for have parallelism, if you need to have a real parallelism, you need to have more than one core in your machine.
Okay,
You know.
understand. Okay, thank you.
And I'm thinking I can I can I can develop Java streams with virtual threads.
Man, I never see some some methods from streams for virtual threads. I never see, man, something related that.
I'm think, for example, you can develop with threads. Okay. Using streams. You can use streams with threads.
Yeah. For example, the main thread is a thread. So if you have a main method there and you have a collection using strings, you using a thread with string. But I don't know if I understand your question, because I thought that you are asking about if you have a string, I can use some virtual thread method inside the string. I don't know if I understand correctly. But of course, when you are using when we are running a Java code, this code is running in one thread, right?
Okay. Okay. And about the interratings, can you read, please, Ricardo? Uh, can you hear me, Ricardo?
Yes. Strings API helps to substitute for each and while loops. It allows us to concentrate on operation logic, but not on the iteration over the sequence of elements. Then there is some code showing how to iterate.
Okay.
This
Uh,
code can and you can speak.
okay. Do you prefer developing with a for or for each in Java?
It depends.
What's
If I need the
which the better in your opinion?
for each is simpler. Enhance the for it's simpler. But if I need the ints, I will have to use the for.
Okay. And which the better for Java development? Tiago, José, for or for each?
I know that. Yeah. I know that one of them is like uh, a is a not a thread safe. Is not the word that I that I remember, but it's a thread blocker. So I think for each is I don't know. I don't know. I think the both of them is a thread blocker. Um, Man, it's a good question. What's the better, for or for each?
I would say that if you want to create a concise code, you you will prefer to use string. If you want to apply some, let's say, complexity logic around the for, the looping, right? I would say that it's more easier to apply using the old for, you know.
I think
And the other guy said one point about index, right? So it's a interesting point. If you need to manipulate the index, I would say it's a other option to use the old for.
okay. I think for it is more simple than for. Uh, when you use it with strings, yeah. But uh, but the for is a traditional ways to developer with Java, yeah. But it is more easy. It's more easy more to
When you
with
use some
strings for each, for example.
uh, when you use some kind of double dimension array. So the for I think is better to handle with, I don't know, some kind of I and J array. So you have to manipulate two lists or something like that in the same for. So for each is, I think, is not the best way to do that, but is more concise to work with every day. And I don't know, if some anyone use a for uh, inside another for, so you know, I don't know, in the work, but it's not bad. I think it's a bad. I don't know. There's a not. How can I say that? The the processor or the big O. So it's a, I don't know, it's a quadratic expression or function. So I don't know how to explain that in English.
Many years ago, when I was learning Java language, I use it to for in my project, but after 80 versions with streams, uh, I think it's it's more it's less it's more easy to use the streams and the implementations with for each. I think it is better than for, in my opinion. Okay, and the next functions is filtering. Okay, can you read please, Jose?
Yeah, for sure. So the filter method allows us to pick a string of elements that satisfy a predicate. For example, consider the following list. So there's a list, and that's it. And the following code creates a string of the list string. Finds all elements of the string that contains shard D and creates a new string containing only the filtered elements. So there's the code. Filter is a good one. I like to use filter. Use it. The combination, the filter with math is a good one.
Okay, and it's implementations with the array list in Java. Okay, and you can use a filter with these implementations for for example, um, you can filter some elements is this list. Okay, I'm thinking I'm thinking many developers use it these implementations in Java. Okay, it's it's an example with the streams. Okay, did you understand this code?
Yeah.
Okay, and about the mapping. Uh, to convert elements of a strings by applying special functions to them and to collect these new elements into a strings, we can use the map method. Okay, can you explain about this code, please, Thiago?
Uh, Actually, I have one question about
Okay,
string. So, once I heard about the strings is only used one time, so you cannot use the string twice or something like that. I don't know if it's the same in the 21 version or other versions, or I am wrong and I heard in the wrong way. I don't know if you if you guys heard something about it, like strings is used. I don't know. For example, we use this list string filter, and we want to use the string again, the same string, or get the value of the string in another part of code. So the value of string after that is null. Is like that. So if you use twice, but I don't try it by myself. So I don't know if someone have has
Yeah,
tried it.
I didn't try it also, but I already heard this. Yeah, I would say that you are correct.